Hi, this is Thea Lightweaver. I wanted to make a video for Goddess Aphrodite. I have her right here with me, and she's gonna guide me in this video on what to say. This is her. I put some doves here with her because they represent peace and healing and the heart and making peace with others, which we use our heart to do. And then there's this dolphin here, and she's in a clam shell coming from the ocean, since she was born from the semen of Kronos or Uranus when he was defeated by Zeus, and some of his sperm met with the ocean. Then Aphrodite came forth from this meeting of masculine and feminine, but also it's thought that she is an embodiment of goddess Inanna or Astarte in the Canaanite civilization, Inanna from Mesopotamia. And of course, these divine beings make their way across the world, and they meet people from where they're at in their consciousness and what the civilization needs. So her more warlike aspects that are in Inanna and Astarte were not so much embodied in Aphrodite, but I mean they were a little, because she was very much involved with the Trojan War. So there's a bit of the warlike aspects there. So it's taken me a while to decide to do this video, just because I felt so unworthy to make a video for Aphrodite. I mean, she's like the embodiment of everything beautiful in life, and I didn't really know how to do her justice, but she's gonna help me today, and I'm just here to serve her. She has a message. What's important to her is to empower women to accept themselves. That's the main thing that's coming up right now. She wants women to accept themselves and accept the natural beauty that is within us, and not to try to alter ourselves to fit some kind of alien, suppressive standards of beauty. She's not the deity to go to if you want to diet or lose weight or something. That's not what she's about. I'm sorry, but I don't get that from her at all. I mean, let's say you have a body type like mine, where you can only be a certain weight if you're starving yourself. But every time you just go back to like eating when you're hungry, like of course not eating trash, but you know, you're eating fairly healthy and you're just intuitively listening to your body, and you go to a certain weight that isn't the norm of what's accepted in our patriarchal society. If your body is not naturally at the lower weights, what does that tell you? And it's clearly saying your body is not meant to fit into this stereotypical idea of beauty. Our bodies have an innate wisdom, and that comes from Goddess Aphrodite. The magic within being a woman is what Aphrodite is about, and you can trust that and just surrender into it. Like, you don't have to force yourself to please a sick society. That is not self-love. I've been doing a lot of like tarot readings at fairs, which just really gives me the opportunity to just be present and let spirit bring to me who I'm supposed to help. So whoever is seated in front of me in a certain point in time, I trust spirit put that person there for reading. So I've been getting a lot of daughters of Aphrodite that come to me, and I'm gonna just say they have a similar look. These women are not like stick thin women. They are voluptuous. And when I look into their eyes, I see this extreme sweetness, like almost like Victorian art, the way that they used to draw Victorian art, or like Rococo romanticized periods of art, just how sweet it is. I just see that pouring out of their eyes. And then one time I was giving a reading to a young woman like this, and I just saw, oh, there's Aphrodite looking at me through her eyes. And I told her, I'm like, I think it may be good for you to work with Aphrodite, because I feel her with you. And she's like, she told me, oh my God, did you see my bracelet? And she pulled down her sleeve and she showed me a bracelet that said Aphrodite on it, because she just naturally felt drawn to her, and she told me she had an altar for her and everything. So I trust my ability to read the deities around people, because I get confirmations like that all the time. These Aphrodite's daughters, or maybe priestesses in past lives or parallel lives, they just have such a sweet, warm, like voluptuous, soft energy that is very magnetic, and it draws lovers to them. And this client told me that her whole life is about love and relationships, and she tries to fight against it and she can't. The daughters of Aphrodite, just like being ruled by Venus in your natal chart, they just may always be interested in love and giving love, like maybe even drawn to partners who aren't the best for them, who desperately need love, even if they may be unworthy. Because a lot of times that's what I found. The daughters of Aphrodite have been drawn to people who are completely unworthy of them. That is something that I have questions about. If anyone wants to leave comments on that, how do these soft, beautiful vessels for Goddess Aphrodite protect themselves against people or beings that are residing in people? How do they protect themselves against just being fed off of or taken advantage of or used for this sexual, but it's not just sexual, it's just so receptive and sweet and just pouring love? How do they protect themselves from that? Especially when they're younger and they haven't quite developed the ability to say no and to be a bit hard and just be like, no, you need love. You need something, I see that, but no. It takes time to develop that. There must be a deity who maybe you can call on to help you if you are embodying a lot of Aphrodite energy. Now, I also had someone get very angry at me for suggesting something like this, that Aphrodite wouldn't be able to protect herself, and that's completely valid, and I just don't know the answer to that yet. So I'm just putting out a bit of information about her, and maybe this is just a piece in your research or connecting with Aphrodite. And one other thing I would like to share, which I just found kind of funny. My client who was mentioning her Aphrodite altar, she told me that she tried to connect with Goddess Gaia as well, but every time she tried, the candles on her altar would go out and she just couldn't connect with her. And the first thought I had was, Aphrodite may be a bit jealous and she doesn't want this particular young woman to connect with anyone but her at that time. It's not all light and love. I'm sorry, but these deities have other feelings. They embody a lot. Their feelings trickle down to us as creators. They feel all the range of things. It's not all light and love. Like, you will become extremely imbalanced if you believe that that's all that there should be. So Goddess Aphrodite, I mean, from what I got is she was feeling jealous about that. So listen to them, and there are benefits with doing what your matron goddess is telling you to, because they know, they have wisdom that we don't understand, because our minds can't understand everything. So other things about Goddess Aphrodite that I'd like to share about are heart healing, healing your heart chakra, healing your sacral chakra. Sacral is connection with others, connection with society, connection with lovers, being able to share yourself emotionally and physically and in a healthy way that's supported. But then there's also letting go, opening yourself up and taking in. To do that is something that Aphrodite can help you with. It's very important to do self-care in order to open up in this way and to feel safe so that you can open. As far as self-love, imagine Aphrodite is reclining on one of her swans, or in a lounge chair. She's just herself, which is just yummy. And she knows how gorgeous and how much people desire her. She knows that. So she's just reclining back. She takes in, like the vulva. Female energies in both men and women. But I'm just saying, feminine, like yin energy is taking in. So she is sensuality, and she's just taking in love and adoration. And because she knows how delicious she is, so that's what she's going to take in. Do you think she's going to take in some hate, or someone talking shit to her, or someone being rude and abusive? Like, no. That's why would Aphrodite take something like that? Like, she knows that's not her. What I'm saying is, embodying self-love, you take in love from others, not in an egotistical way, but in a confident, like, you love yourself, so you're going to accept love, and that's what you're going to take in. Now, I'm not talking about ego. I'm not talking about people who can't accept constructive criticism. I'm just talking about having self-confidence and self-love to know that you deserve all the mystical forces of yin receptivity, of acceptance, of purity, of love, true love, loving you because you are a soul. You are a soul in this world, and you are doing something beautiful for the world just by existing. It doesn't matter what you look like, or what size you are, or how much money you earn. You are beauty. You have feminine divinity in you. And it's okay to connect with that and to receive and be receptive and to accept love. If your heart chakra or your sacral chakra is a bit traumatized and you have trouble taking that in, maybe you even get yourself into bad relationships where all there is to take in is abuse, that is some damage in the heart and the sacral that Aphrodite can heal for you. I've also noticed a lot of people who have been traumatized by sexual violence are drawn to her because she is so healing for the heart and the sacral. So I did make an Orphic hymn for Aphrodite, which I posted, and you can use that if you want to invoke her into your body. I would suggest listening to it maybe with headphones and taking a walk through like a rose garden, because roses are associated with Aphrodite, or even just meditating with her. When I do that, like I take walks around flowers listening to it, and I just feel like crying because I'm just like in awe at the beauty in this world, and I know that that is her shining through. Like when you see a rose petal and it's just open and it's just so sumptuous, I'm looking at this goddess through that, and I just want to cry. I mean, it's so overwhelming that there is beauty like that in this world, and just to appreciate that. I mean, how would this world be if there was no beauty and no ripe flowers opening up and just emitting intoxicating scents and all of the beauty, like looking at a rose quartz and just getting lost in it, or looking at the ocean and the shoreline and just the awe and beauty of this. So the gods can't just show themselves like out for everyone to see in this world at this time, in this plane, but you can still find them and see them and experience them. And that's one way to do it. That's one way to connect to them. And you should feel gratitude that so much embodies them in this world, and we can connect to it. And that is so healing for our hearts. Just to take some time and look at a fucking rose and be in awe. That opens your own heart chakra and your own sacral up. And that doesn't mean all of a sudden you want to have sex with anything that walks by. It just means that you can connect to this power, connection with others through sensuality, through passion, through pleasure. The fact that we can get so much pleasure out of a good meal, and we can crave something and eat it, and it just feels so good in our bodies. To connect with someone in a sensual way and let you experience what that felt like. And if you are in a good, respectful relationship, the awe of that, the gratitude, think about that. Like, just be still and feel that. And if you are in a good marriage and you think about the nights that you have with your partner, I mean, that's so fucking beautiful. Thank Goddess that we have that in our lives and in this world. And of course, it's not always the moment for us just to be taken over with love and beauty and sensuality. I mean, there are ups and downs in life, but thank Goddess that these moments exist. And they do because of this incredible Goddess here who fills us with peace and warmth and love and taking in all the beauty that we know is our right in this physical world and in the astral world with our emotions and connecting with others, and in the spiritual realms, the spiritual connection of pleasure. Of course, we want to feel pleasure. We want to touch God. We want to touch the Goddess. We want mystical forces to guide our life. And I feel all of this comes from this amazing Goddess here and all the different ways that she has shared herself with this world. That is my video about Aphrodite, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'd love to hear your comments or experiences with her or about her below. Share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.